40 days without sun. The people who live in eternal night. The last sunrise came and went without ceremony. A faint orange smear on the horizon, swallowed by cloud. For a moment, the snow glowed pink, and then the light folded itself away. The village watched it disappear, knowing the next would not come for 40 days. From the sky, their roofs looked like scattered embers cooling under frost. The sea froze at the edges first, sealing itself like a wound. We arrived as the final color drained from the world. Even the air felt heavier, as if carrying the weight of an unspoken silence. They call this time the long night. It is not evil, only endless. Here, morning is a memory and clocks are lies. People tape their windows shut, not to keep out cold, but to keep out nostalgia. Artificial lamps hum through every room. Small manufactured suns fighting extinction. The first week feels almost peaceful. Sleep stretches, conversations grow softer, and time seems mercifully slow. But darkness is patient. It enters the body like humidity, seeping into bone. After a few nights, even voices sound different, lower, deliberate, cautious, as if afraid of echoing too far. Dogs move through snowdrifts like ghosts, their breath glowing beneath street lamps. Children draw suns on the walls, the way sailors carve prayers into wood. The aurora replaces daylight, its green rivers flowing soundlessly across the sky, beautiful and indifferent. By the 10th day, fatigue grows without cause. The body loses rhythm. You wake without reason, eat without hunger, work without hour. A man once told me, "Up here, we don't live by time, we live by temperature." When the diesel runs low, the town grows quieter. Each generator cough echoing like the heartbeat of something enormous and dying. Inside homes, people gather closer. They eat by the dim gold of kerosene and measure warmth in minutes. They don't speak of the sun anymore. They speak of sound, the squeak of snow, the whistle of wind through pipes, the crack of ice splitting in the harbor. In this world, noise is proof of life. I begin to feel it too, the shrinking of horizons, the way my thoughts slow until they match the pace of falling snow. Days blur, dreams leak into waking. The mind starts inventing colors that aren't there. Blue that hums, black that breathes, white that tastes like metal. There are rumors that the darkness changes things. Some say it dulls the senses. Others whisper that it sharpens them. Eyes adapt, ears evolve. People begin to hear the movement of glaciers, the whisper of clouds brushing unseen above. Even sleep acquires texture, a thick, slow tide pulling you somewhere beyond time. The 25th night arrives with no warning. The temperature falls, but the wind stops. Silence spreads so completely that even thought feels loud. In that stillness, a child's candle goes out, and for an instant, the entire town becomes invisible. Yet no one panics. They've learned that fear wastes heat. By now, the villagers move by instinct, their internal clocks replaced by something deeper, a pulse aligned not with light but survival. They know when to wake by the ache in their joints, when to rest by the rhythm of frost forming on glass. They have become their own constellation, each body a tiny flame orbiting another. Then comes the 30th night, and the miracles no longer come from the sky. They come from the ground. Geothermal vents sighing beneath the ice. Earth's hidden breath warming the undersides of frozen rivers. Children play around the steam columns, laughing in a language older than sunlight. The villagers have stopped waiting for the dawn. They have learned to create their own. Inside a research hut, a scientist writes, "After 20 days, the body manufactures its own morning." He means it literally. Melatonin adjusts. Circadian chaos becomes rhythm again. The human organism is rewriting itself in the dark. The aurora burns low one night, its color fading into thin silver threads. I step outside and realize it's no longer cold, not warm, just less cruel. as if the world is practicing forgiveness. On the 39th day, a rumor begins. Someone saw the horizon flicker. At first, no one believes it. Eyes play tricks after so much black. But by evening, the rumor becomes prayer. People climb the ridge, stand in silence, and face east. Not expecting, only remembering. Then it happens. A faint blue hue, so pale it could be imagination, spreads across the edge of the world. The air trembles. The first photon touches the ice and turns it liquid gold. For a heartbeat, every face glows as if lit from within. Tears crystallize on cheeks before they can fall. No one speaks. Even the wind halts to watch. After 40 days, the sun has returned. Not loud, not triumphant, but merciful. The town exhales as one. Windows open, foil peeled away. The world floods with color, roofs red again, jackets blue again, skin no longer the shade of moonlight. Children run until they collapse laughing in the snow. Adults stare at their own shadows as though meeting strangers. They celebrate without noise. No fireworks, no songs, only stillness, as if any sound might scare the light away. Someone whispers, "We survived the long night." An elder answers, "No, we became it." Later, when the lamps are extinguished for the first time, the darkness feels different, gentle, familiar. They have learned its grammar. Now it exists not as absence, but balance. Weeks pass, the rhythm returns, schools reopen, fishermen venture onto thawing seas. Yet part of the night remains in them, a patience, a slowness, a quiet reverence for silence. They have seen what life looks like without light, and it has changed their understanding of brightness. At the museum, children draw both sun and moon on the same page. The guide explains that up here, people learned light is not the opposite of dark, it's its echo. From orbit, the village glows faintly at the top of the world, a pulse under the skin of Earth. Its lights don't mark defiance anymore. They mark memory. I close my journal with a final note. The sun never truly left. It only hid to see who would remember, and as I pack my camera, I glance at the horizon one last time. The sky, now pale gold, looks almost alive, as if the light has been listening all along. The people of the eternal night stand beneath it, faces tilted upward, eyes half closed, their expressions neither joy nor relief, only peace. They don't worship the light. They have become it.